Welcome back to the vlog, guys. This is the Life of Piero. I'm Piero, and today I want to update you on the life of a high carb, mostly raw vegan here in Chengdu, China, and how I'm coping with food, and yeah, basically how am I handling the food situation right here. Well, I'm really interested in Chinese food, basically. I was thinking about it before coming here, about the dumplings, about the rice and the very oily and spicy stuff they dip into the rice, and their noodles, the noodle soup. I was really visualizing this, and of course, as I moved here, I very into this last week I've eaten out very often, and I have exposed myself to really oily foods and really spicy foods. I don't think there's anything wrong with spice, but with oil, like, it's not that oil is bad in and of itself, but they really eat too much. Like when you order a vegetable plate or a tofu plate, like, it's soaking in oil, it's full of oil, and it's okay, but I put on my list stop eating outside, and today I stopped eating outside and I stocked up on fruit, like, seriously, man. As I said at the beginning, I'm mostly raw. Like, I eat probably 65-75% of all my calories intake comes from raw fruits. But I like to eat some cooked food. I like to eat rice sometimes, and I like to eat potatoes. That's the way I do it. However, today I want to update you on my wholesale fruit haul, which I went on today. Basically, I was biking, and at a certain point I see a fruit market, I step in, want to buy some fruit, want to stock up on fruit, like, seriously buy it. And I tell to the guy with a translator, hey man, can you make me a good price if I buy a bunch of fruit? And he's like, yeah. And then he starts telling me, and it's crazy. It's like 20 euros for a meal of bananas. And I'm like, no, this isn't happening. And so he tells me, where's the wholesaler over here? And I put it on the maps, went over there with the bike, and soon realized that with the bike I couldn't carry a quarter of all the stuff I wanted to get. And so you can imagine the situation, trying to speak in Chinese, and translation, like 5 or 6 other Chinese people start to shit another time. And it's over. So yeah, guys, if you cook your potatoes, don't ever put it on too high, because you're gonna thinking that don't ever put it on too high thinking that they're gonna cook faster, because then this is what is gonna happen. However, getting back to our story, I went to the wholesaler, and trying to figure out in Chinese and translating what I would get, and try to deal the prices. Like, other 6 or 7 Chinese people start to crowd, like a crowd starts to form around you, because they're all having a good time and laughing about the foreigner who doesn't know one word and is trying to figure out how to buy fruit. And it takes me like 1.5 hours to figure out, for me and for them to figure out what the fuck is going on. And so yeah, after we figured out what is that I want, the price that I'm willing to pay, and everything, basically this is what I got today. I'm pretty excited about it, seriously. So, I'm in Asia, and of course this is the land of durian. I'm not in Thailand or any tropical place where they are everywhere and really cheap, but I'm still pretty close to them, and so they get them imported over here, and they're crack, man. Like, this stuff is... It's incredible. I spent so much money in this last couple of days eating durian, because I didn't go to the wholesaler, and I just bought it in markets in the middle of the streets. And so yeah, another update on the fruit situation over here is that if you're not going, like in any other country, no exception here in China, if you don't go to the wholesaler and you buy in the fruit markets, you're gonna spend a shit ton of money if you want to eat good fruit as durian and the other stuff that I'm gonna show you right now. So yeah, durian crack, so good, man. I had one like full-on meal. Like, I have a brunch, I never have breakfast. I don't eat as I wake up. I eat around 10 and a half, 11, sometimes even 12. So this meal was around 11:30, 12, and I ate I think 2 or 3 durians. I reached the point where I couldn't see durian anymore, and it's pretty hard to reach because it's so good. So I was so satisfied just out of durian. Amazing. I love this fruit. So yeah, I was eating durian right now. These are the beginnings or remainders of it. so good, man. It becomes more good as you eat more of it. It's incredible. So, getting to my fruit haul, this is what I got. I have another durian right here, because of course I was about to buy other 4, but they weren't on sale. Otherwise, I would have bought it. It's seriously like a drug. It's the same thing. It's so good. It's incredible. Because it's so savory. It's like sweet and savory and like so many different flavors in one perfect nature blended fruit. Then I'm not done with persimmons. Autumn is not over for me. And here I have dried persimmons, a whole case of dried persimmons. These things are so good. I trade them because at the beginning I bought like a big box of tomatoes and of small tomatoes, those really sweet ones, and then 3 coconuts or 4 coconuts and some rambutans, which are basically like lychees, same family I guess. And I traded them, I switched what I paid for them for these, because I think they're much more calorie dense and it's a good snack to eat. Then I got a big, like big man, like big box of oranges, and I had one of these. They're pretty good. They're nothing really exciting, but they're pretty good, and it's a good it's a good meal to have. Oranges. Tangerines are really good over here. They're huge. They're like, I never saw tangerines like this. When I'll get one, when I'll get my hands on it again, I'll show you. Tangerines are awesome over here, but the tangerines they had over there didn't smell good, and they were really hard, and they didn't want to let me try to have one. So I went for the safety oranges. They smell pretty good. Yeah, I can smell it from here, so I'm pretty excited about this. So yeah, durian, dried persimmons, oranges, and last but not least, actually it's maybe my favorite thing right now. I ate so many in the last couple of days. My meals were durian and these things right here, which are called, in English they're called longans. I had them for the first time in Hawaii, and they're incredible, man. They're the same families of lychees, and now I'm gonna show you one. I'm gonna eat it for you. And these are so good. I think they're so good. I'm so attracted to them right now. Okay, and they're amazing, man. Check them out. Just crack them open like this. When I get into the flow of starting to eat like a bunch of them, I start opening them up with my mouth. And they're just like this pod of sweet, juicy, caramel-like flavor. If you're in one of the Western countries, you might think of them as some kind of grapes, but nothing like grapes. So much better. Yeah, better. Different, but really good. These are so good, man. These are so fucking good. I love them. And yeah, this is the quantity I got. So I'm pretty stocked up with longans. And the funny story with longans is that I bought like double the amount of this before in a box of cardboard, but they were sealed and I couldn't try them. I just saw them and I immediately wanted them. And I got home, really excited to have a meal of them, opened them up, and they're all dried up, like they were all like cracking. I was so pissed. I was like, shit, I paid like 30 euros for all of these. Like, yeah, 28, 30, something like that. And so I immediately got a Didi, which are the Chinese Ubers over here, drove back and changed them. Thankfully, I saw the guy, like he had his market closed, but he was walking out. I stopped him and I was like, dude, I want to change this. I want to have my fresh longans. So yeah, this is my fruit haul stock up right now. And let's have a piece of durian all together, because this is what you guys were all waiting for, I think. So when they're ripe, they crack open by themselves. This isn't totally ripe, but you can see that it's starting to crack up. Like, oh my god, it's so spiky. You see it's starting to crack up over here. See? I hope you guys can see. And so you just crack it open. Oh yes. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Oh yes. This is so good, man. Mamma mia, this is like, this is incredible. Check it out. This is the best thing, man. This is the best thing. This is what dreams are made of. Seriously. Because it's because it's so savory, it's so sweet, it's so everything. It's like a mix of all foods in one. It's so good. Oh my god, this is gonna be a good one from the color and the texture. So you can see it's really creamy, it's really custard-like. If it's the first time eating it, I think that since your organism has never been exposed to something like this, like seriously, you're gonna associate it with some repelling foods, like some onion and rotten eggs, because like if you never, like, now my organism has associated the smell with durian, and he likes durian, so this is like, ooh, so good. But if you have never been exposed to it, you might be associating these smells with shit, like with seriously shit, because you associate what, like, the new stimulus that is coming in with something that you have previously experienced. But you just have to get used to it, like give up the repulsion that you have from it, and just give it a try, and then you'll fall in love with it, I'm sure. It's when you eat something like this, you can just eat it in silence and give thanks for existence. Basically, like, this is really, it's a meditation eating this. Like, everything is a meditation, but this is so good that it really grounds you into the experience of eating. Like you aren't think of anything else about other than the flavor. And durian, guys, durian is where it's at. Like, I don't think it's an optimal food, like in the sense that you couldn't just be eating durian. Like, maybe you could do it for a couple of days, but I saw a couple of videos of guys eating just durian, so going on Durian Island, and it's so packed with fat too, so you get pretty foggy, and it's not like optimal. It's not like sweet papayas and mangoes and bananas. It's not light calories. It's pretty dense and fatty calories. But as a dessert or every once in a while, this is it's like, it's ineffable. It's ineffable. It's like the nature of reality. It can't be delivered through words. You have to try this out for yourself, guys. So yeah, this is it. This is life in Chengdu, China. Bless Jah Rastafari.